Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So, if you check your notices, we do have a brand new notice. Note that we are still on the same version, 3.0.500. However, we have depending on who you're talking to, a relatively small update. This looks like just a banner for the most part. Encounter across time layers Vermillion Whip Hozuki, aka Ultra Hozuki, and one of our resident YouTubers or subredditors, No Waifu No Lifeu, aka I think Losers Become Winners, is a huge fan of Hozuki, and so I'm sure he's going to be pulling on this banner. Now that being said, when looking up Vermillion Whip Hozuki, her mechanics are very interesting. Very similar, in my opinion, to her AS version, where she switches between a normal version self to a different kind of fox mode, and in this case, it's called Heaven Fox State. And so she can basically trigger that with one of her moves that can convert her into this Heaven Fox state. However, she also has orbs that she can stack, and only when she stacks both types of orbs can it consume and stack a third different icon. And so it seems a little bit confusing, but what it leads me to believe is that she can power up, stack a bunch of different stacks, while helping support your team DPS wise, and then she can unleash a mega super attack, after which it does remove the state. However, it doesn't look that the final orb or final counter is removed. So as she gets further along in the battle, it looks like she can be more and more powerful, unless I am wrong in my assumption for this unit. So let me know in the comments below if that is true or not. But seems to me that if she keeps on stacking the different orbs and then converting them into the third orb, those third orbs will stay for the remainder of battle. And so as the battle gets longer, she'll deal more and more damage. However, that also means that she's not necessarily useful for low turn clears, at least without my playtesting. I can't tell anything like that. One other thing to mention is she is a fire pierce unit, and unlike AS Yukino, she has a preemptive flash stance with a move, and this move also applies weakness multiplier to all party members. Now, if you have units such as Ultra Shion or RCF, you'll know how powerful increasing the weakness multiplier on units are, especially if you can exploit weaknesses, aka again with Ultra Shion or other, just bringing in a team against certain weaknesses. You can do a ton of extra damage against enemies weak to your attacks, either in this case fire or pierce. And don't forget that with the advent of units such as Ify changing anyone to shade attacks, or with AS Nakoko changing anyone to any elemental attack you want, you can really play around with that as well. Otherwise, so her preemptive flash strike is obviously no drawback, unlike AS Yukino, although AS Yukino does add things like break and other things like that. She can also awaken zone, so she has some flexibility as well. But she does have nice boosting offensive support, such as power int crit damage of all party members, and weapon damage plus 50%. I mean, that is pretty insane, and depending on how many stacks she has, that's going to go up even further. So a very good offensive support unit with high levels of DPS, and of course weapon break pierce, which is a new weapon break. We don't have that yet. Okay, so like I said, looks like pretty small update, except for the fact we do have a new couple of banners. These are all faithfuls, other than Ultra Hozuki, which will have a faithful and a regular banner. And one interesting thing of note, we do have a small manifestation fight for those who like our boy Shigure. So, of course, normal style Shigure has been power crept to oblivion. His DPS is extremely low, and so looking forward to adding this one to my team and seeing if that will augment his abilities or even make him better than AS Shigure himself. So, of course, if you've been logging in, you'll know that we always still do get the 100 plus stones every day for the next couple weeks at least. And so hopefully you've been saving up those stones either or using them on banners that you've been hitting hopefully nice numbers of 5 stars on. And of course, if you do spend stones, you can buy the discounted packages once of each. Now, just like most altar units, they allow you to have a teaser first quest even if you do not have the unit. And don't forget that if you do have Hozuki in any form, aka normal style or in the AS, you will have a way to farm 3 opuses to side grade those to the altar and I guess increase your character count by 1. Remember that an altar is actually a completely new unit and separate from the AS or normal styles or even ES. And there are some fixes of things as usual. So, like I said, a very small update, and again, it is an in-game update. So, even iOS users such as myself will not get this update early, and so we will have to wait until 8 p.m. Local time anyways, which is about 23 hours from now, as of this time of this video, in order to fight that manifest. And of course, being that this is the first manifest, we will have to level that up either through the standard Frogicide, or you can also do that phase shift, which is available since main story part 3. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this new unit, whether or not you're planning to summon on her or whether or not you're going to hold off. Of course, as usual, I will try to do the should you summon video tomorrow evening once this releases, and of course try to do at least the first fight for Shigure, if not squeezing in both if I can get that 37 million XP grinded out really quickly. Otherwise, for myself, I do have both forms of Hozuki, and so just like everyone else in my roster, I am still grinding out a number of different units, of which this will just be added to the pile. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.